Hi there everyone, checking in on day 2 after using Carol's Daugher's hair milk pudding, a newer product in their hair milk line. They had their hair milk lotion, they had a lighter version, now they have a pudding version. Got excited, tried it out, wasn't too crazy about it on the first night when I had put it in. I was feeling iffy about it because I didn't like how my hair felt after drying with it on. Second day I felt better about it because it still had movement, my hair. Still has some curl definition. When I woke up that morning, it still was as I had styled it. Not a lot of length. Doesn't provide the most stretch out of some products I've used. And today, you see, it shrunk a little bit, a little smaller, a little tighter, opened up quite a bit. So even though the hair opened up and it's not as defined, it still has a really nice shape and is still not so tightly wound and shrunken that I can't really move it, or if I wanted I could still put it up without a lot of muscle. So if I need it to get here, it will be easy enough. I didn't put it up today. I had it out all day. And the weather was about low 80s, 0 to very little humidity. Weather was definitely on my side today. I didn't sweat a whole lot, so that also helped in not making it super tangly inside and shrunken. However, I am very happy with how it looks. I'm looking at myself now from a distance in the mirror, and I love the shape. I love how it feels. It's still more or less soft, and although it doesn't have as much movement as it did yesterday, it still has some bounce, some texture to it. So, like I said, I can move it around without much hassle in terms of pinning, whether it be that way or this way or up in my pony poof. It doesn't leave. Yesterday I did find some particles, as you saw, or as I mentioned in my video. Now today it's almost completely gone. Like, there are no remnants of the pudding at all. I'll show you the back. So that's a really nice sign. Despite it being opaque white, it doesn't leave residue for long. Maybe on the first night if you handle it after it dries. Second day or first day after, yeah, as you had seen. Today, day 2, nothing. So that's pretty good. Not as shiny, but on day 2 and 3, the shine starts to leave because the more you handle your hair, the more product leaves. The more... What I'm trying to say is, all that flaking that you might see or happens or you might not see, even if you don't see it as happening, the product, I feel, eventually leaves your hair. So you're just left with your own hair. I know that's maybe not completely true, but to some extent, the more you handle it, the more you handle out the product. That's what I'm trying to say. Overall though, I really like it. Maybe not my favorite because it doesn't leave super shine when you first style with it. It doesn't give me super stretch, but it does not shrink my hair. So although my hair was not as weighted and not as stretched out as it is when using a gel, it still has some integrity to it in terms of definition. 0 or little to 0 frizz, depending on how well you section it and how detailed you are with that. And it is a pudding, so you have to make sure your hair is super wet. If you don't have a water bottle at hand, just quickly wet your hand with some water from your faucet and just run it through, so you're not applying pudding, creams, or any type of texture product to semi-dry hair. It will just not work, especially if you have 3C, 4B texture like me. It has to be super wet so that the product could distribute evenly all the way from root to end and really give the hair that coil effect. Otherwise, it's like dry, semi-dry, it's like there, but not really, and it's frizzy, no good. Try to make sure your hair is super wet. Section it. I didn't put this on super wash and go style, in where I don't section it at all, and I just kind of soup it in. We'll see. I will try that maybe this week, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to wear my hair like this tomorrow, not styling it tonight. No co-wash, conditioning rinse. So it will look like this tomorrow. Probably won't do a video, but I will take a picture, because I think generally we get the idea that the pudding, I think it's maybe not HG, Holy Grail, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I would get it again. If there was nothing else in the store, I would get this over a lot of other products. I would get this over Shea Moisture's Curl Enhancing Smoothie in a minute. In a minute. I think it does better for me. I like the results better. I would get it over Diva Curls on Gel. Totally get it over that stuff. And let me see. Looking here, I have not applied Curls Unleashed section by section. So this is probably the contender here. If I were to apply this section by section, we will see how these two duke it out. And perhaps I'll do a video in using Curls Unleashed and raking it through section by section. And we will see how we feel about that. So thank you for tuning in, and hang tight, because I am working on another tutorial, whether it be the Curl Unleashed or another product. I'll be back here soon. Take care. Have a good night.